Okay, so I wanted to show everybody what I've been up to. Just one of the projects I'm doing. So, um, this is a 90s nostalgic emulator room. I made all these poster textures to put on the wall. I got Old V, the band X, Anti Flag, Bikini Kill, Doctor Who, Green Day, Star Trek. Childhood favorites. I tried to stick in a theme of only 90s. One of the biggest exceptions is this, but it was very 80s feel, so I went ahead and did it because I got Dungeons and Dragons right here. But anyway, the star of the show is that everything in here is for the most part a 90s emulation. So, if we go over here, we have stuff like Nicktoons, and we'll just play that. And I got this hooked up to this TV, and hopefully you can hear that. I got about an hour of Nickelodeon recorded, commercials and all, just because. Um, I also have like an old music video from a local punk band. So that's this. I'll turn off the power there. Everything can be interacted with, so like the light you can turn on and off. If we go over here, this is just a cassette player, but there's not all the textures yet, so it just plays whatever music. I got all the music set up here. Everything's interactable too. So, you got that. Same thing with props and objects. Star Wars, skateboard. So the star of the show is this setup. So I made all these labels to put on the things. The Genesis and the NES doesn't have proper textures yet, but everything else does. So let's start with the PlayStation. So I have a couple discs here. So open the PlayStation, put the disc in, close the lid, reach behind, grab the wire, and hit play. And the best starter thing ever comes on. So the real cool thing is this is emulating the actual TV. So if you look real close, you can actually see all the red, green, and blue. So there we go. So that's PlayStation. And then of course you got some Super Nintendo. So we'll just grab the wire, unplug that. And you could hook all these up to separate TVs, but I wanted it to be semi-realistic. I'm gonna stand up real quick. Get in the middle of my room. Focus in on it. So normally I would use like an Xbox controller or something like that. But for purposes of I'm using the weird controls on here. Gotta figure out what the buttons are. Oh wow. But yeah, you can just play all your emulated stuff. These controls are super weird. Anyway, press start there. And that's this thing, but anything can be hooked up to anything. So if I get out of this and go up and turn off the power, like if I wanted to play NES, play some DuckTales, I can just grab this thing, plug it into this little itty bitty TV, and there we go. And you can do multiple things at once. So, this is fun. This is where I've been playing my emulators. I think it's nice. The scale's a little weird, but the only other cool thing about it is that they're seasonal stuff. So, they've decorated for Halloween. You can turn it into spooky mode where like creepy things happen, like you'll look over and see like a shadow that'll disappear and that sort of thing. Our normal mode where you'll see like footsteps underneath your door at night and like your mom and that sort of thing. Anyway, this was fun.